Hello. Good morning. Good morning. A little bit later today, but I did give that notification yesterday that I would be a little bit later. How are you? I'm just sending out, just calling in some mods. Good morning. Hi, Renee. Hi, Rochelle. How are you guys? Okay, I haven't even pulled the cards for today, so you're going to have to bear with me while I do that. Good morning. I'm not sure who's on that feed, but say hello. Hello, Melinda. Hello, Helena. How are you? Good morning, Maggie. How are you doing? So I'm going to pull the cards and we can do some just chitter chatter right away. And then, yeah, no, I was doing a session. Good morning. I was doing a session. Hello, Philip. How are you? Nice to see you this morning. So yeah, I was doing a session this morning, education, right? Hi, Soul Spirit. How are you? Nice to see you on the other side. And you know what? We can burn right away this morning because it's 10:05. Strange dreams last night. Cool. Did you write them down to check and see what they were? To kind of get a little idea of what, because it's really good to write them down. It helps you to remember them more going forward when you write them down. So I'm going to pull the cards and then we'll do the breathing. Actually, I'm going to pull the cards and then we're probably going to do the burning. And then, yes, we'll do that. We'll do that at 10:10. I've had some really, really interesting dreams too, but I love remembering them now. Okay, maybe it's telling me we need to start with the burn instead. The cards are being picky. Good morning, Jess. How are you? I'm gonna check and see who I have on the backside, but I can always add to the list myself. Let's go. I'm not sure if we're gonna flip over. We'll do it on the other one. Okay, so good morning, Matthew. How are you? So I've got, if I can type, and Renee, we've got Rochelle and Renee, we've got Jess on Facebook, we got Philip. Good morning, Kathy. Love and light to you as well. And good morning, Steve. I am. I had an education session. I think that I had mentioned that yesterday, but I was late. Oh yes, I have to put Helena, seeing who else is coming on and checking names. Hi, Leslie. Well, yes, I'm on Facebook and I'm on TikTok now too. Love to you guys. Yes, I was hanging out with someone very awesome. Her name's Serafina. So I was hanging out with Serafina doing education. Yeah, we're gonna burn. We're gonna burn. We're gonna burn. Trying to get the cards out. There we go. Okay, we've got the cards now. Let's see. Very cool. And yes, let's get this all ready. I've got 2 leaves. I'm in a fabulous mood. I'm in an absolutely spectacular mood. The cards are wild. So we'll do the release leaf and we'll do the burning in leaf. Okay, so we'll get both of them. Oh, very cool. Helena, good job. All right, so we're going to start with the releasing. So what are we going to release? Okay, because we're at 10:08, so we might as well start with our list, and we'll burn that and we'll call in. An emotional mood because I don't know what the one is. Tired. Oh, yeah. So that's one of the things that's important to do, right? When you feel yourself being in an emotional mood, whether that's angry or upset or whatever, is to look at that HALT, right? The HALT acronym. Am I hungry? Am I angry? Am I lonely? Am I tired? Right? So we're gonna release illness. Let's release illness and fatigue and meh feeling. Right? We can do the meh feeling. I can't even write it. I'm skipping ahead one letter. I'm like, fear. Fear is a good one to release. What else are we going to release? Drama. That's good. Nice. Sage is good. Sage is good. Hi, Big Chungus. How are you? Bad habits. Let's get rid of bad habits. Limitations. Resentment and jealousy. Good ones. And it's 10:09. Jealousy, blame, and shame. We got some huge ones. These are big ticket ones. Anxiety. Yes. We might as well put his partner depression down. Hi, Papa. Discord. Depression, yes. Worthlessness. Let's get rid of worthlessness. I like it. I like it. What else do we have? The death cord. Doubt. Doubt's good to get rid of. So we had, I'm going to make sure I put them on there because I want to make sure I didn't flip over before. Blame, shame. Let's get rid of guilt, right? Guilt is a very big emotion and that we definitely need to get rid of. Guilt. Impatience, yes. Insecurity. You guys are on fire this morning. Hi, Debs. Debs goes on the list for a free card. I don't know if someone's monitoring the list. Fear, anger, impatience. I put that down already. I was going to put yes, self-neglect. That's a really good one, Philip. Sorry, that's a really good one. I saw it come in the subscription thing, so it's perfect. Perfect, Deb. Love you. Self-neglect. Insecurity was insecurity. Oh, yes. Let's release not being good enough. Fear. Control over others. That's a good one. Negative energy. That's okay, sweetie. I don't know if I'm necessarily going to stay on a lot longer than what I had planned to do. It just might be just a bit of a shorter live today. Instead of going from 9 until noon, I might only go from 10 until 12:30 or something like that. Low expectations. Procrastination. That's a good one. Okay, we're going to switch to the good leaf. So what are we going to, and not that there's good or bad, but what are we going to call in? What do we want to manifest? Oh, avoidance is a good one. I think I can fit that on here. Love, mending. Money and resources. I want to call in joy. Love and joy always goes together. Soulmate. We'll call him divine partner. I like saying divine partner. Motivation, faith. We'll call divine partner. I like divine partner. Forever home. Make sure I got resources on there. Hope and guidance. Grounding, serenity. Health. I want to put health down. That's what I kept looking at. Health. Got to have health down. Growth. Especially silliness, right? Grow and glow. Hi, Anita. Laughter. Let's call in laughter. I like that. Okay, on to the other side. Self-love, business success. Security. Oh, thank you, Melinda. Remember, whoever's the top gifters in April will win the top 3 gifters win a oracle card reading with me, okay? Spiritual guidance. I like that one too. Harmony. Power back. Yeah, let's call her power back. Quick positive outcomes. Financial freedom. We got financial security, financial freedom. Spiritual guidance, power back. Okay, I'm going to scroll up to see what ones if I missed anything on here. Hope. Aw, thank you, Rochelle. Motivation and discipline. I love calling in discipline with motivation because sometimes when we can't find the motivation, sometimes having the discipline to do it to begin with will really help get us there, right? Sometimes we just have to start and then we'll continue, or the motivation gets found after that. So let's see what other ones. Well-being. Oh, that's a good one. Okay. Courage. Honor and integrity. Okay, I'll see if I can fit integrity in there. We got well-being on, and we'll let well-being go with integrity. Can fit there. Confidence. Okay, we'll call confidence in, and then our leaves pretty full here. Gonna write all over other words. Start writing over top of other words. Okay, there we go. Look at these beautiful leaves. Okay, so we'll burn out and then we'll call in. So just imagine as we're burning this leaf that you're letting it go. And then when we're burning in this leaf, how will you feel when you call it in? I love that. Anita's on right in time for burning. Hello, pure radiant soul. So if people have not been following this lady, Serafina, definitely follow her. Just follow this woman. She's amazing. And she does amazing healing, quantum healing. Just quite an honor to have her show up on my live. I really appreciate her. Okay, so let's get rid of the stuff we don't want. Remember, we're letting it go. So just let it go. Okay, then we're going to do our breathing. And after we do our breathing, wow, I'm going to blow out that match and start with another one. That was a really good burn. That is done. Right? And then we're going to call in. Okay, so this one here, we want to remember whatever you were calling into you, how will you feel when you have all of this stuff? Right? You're going to feel pretty amazing. That was instant and it was big. It was big. Just let it go, right? Okay, so remember, what do you want to feel when you get into it, right? Okay, embody it. What a beautiful burn that was. Just beautiful. Absolutely. So as above, so below, so blessed be, and so it is. All righty. So I have one more card to pull. You guys can start with any chatter that you want to be. right? Any chatter that we want to talk about, you can direct the conversation for a little bit. Blessed day to you, Lulu. Blessed day to you. I'm going to call one more card in because you know me, I like 3 tarot and an oracle. So we're going to get this one oracle card out, and then we're going to do our heart focused breathing. Okay, so we like to start our day, get ourselves into some good coherence. So I'll talk about a little bit about the whole, the reasoning behind it, right? About coherence. And I know you guys, most of you, you know, you show up every day. So it's kind of, you know, the same crew, the A team. All right. Perfect. We're calling that card, and we have them set. So when we're doing the heart focused breathing, I like to put my hand on my chest as a cue for your focal point. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to breathe in through this space over 5-second inhale, 5-second exhale. And I will remind you that that number was determined by the Heart Math Institute to be the best number, like the best number for the breath. But if it doesn't feel comfortable for you, alter that a little bit so you can breathe in a little bit longer or a little bit shorter. If you have some lung condition, maybe going a little bit shorter would be more beneficial for you. So we're going to breathe in and out through the, hi, Big Chungus. Welcome, the A team, right? So when we do this, we're going to breathe in and out through our heart space. It's going to bring us into coherence. And that's as simple as it is. Focusing on the air coming in and out through this, a 5-second inhale, 5-second exhale. That's heart focused breathing. When we want to when we want to change it, we want to kick it up a notch and change it into quick coherence. The way that we're going to do that is by focusing on an energy renewing emotion. So the energy renewing emotion is the, is something like care, appreciation, gratitude, joy, love. Love's tricky though, because when you think about somebody that you love, if there's any underlying stress within that relationship, it can pull you out of heart coherence. So we're going to do this. If we do this for a minimum of 3 minutes, we turn our body into heightened healing. We do heightened healing. Our body, our immune system kicks up for up to 6 hours, up to 6 hours for 3 minutes of breathing. Now, the longer that you can do the breathing, the better. And you know, in the morning show, we tend to do it a little bit longer than just 3 minutes. And in the middle, I might stop and read and talk about it again, just so that other people know, and some of the other key points about it. But we're going to get started. And the first thing to do to get started is to breathe out, because then it'll make it easier. If you empty out your entire lungs, it'll make it easier to start doing that 5-second count. Okay. So let's breathe out, and I'll keep the count going. Okay. And to be fair, it's probably not an complete accurate 5 seconds, but we'll do it. We'll do the way that we do it. Okay. So let's all breathe out. So I'm going to keep counting, but I'm just going to go into some more explanation about it, or the benefits of it. So one of the things about doing this, good morning, sweetheart. One of the benefits about doing this is it will get you in control of your nervous system. It regulates it, right? So when you've been exposed to a lot of trauma, your nervous system is calibrated to find things that are familiar, that are safe. So if you grew up in a home that was chaotic, your nervous system is going to navigate towards that familiar space and think that it's safe. So we need to retrain our nervous system to what safety actually means, or what it feels like. So by doing this technique at least 3 times a day, you can do 3 minutes of breathing 3 times a day, right? If you do this for 3 minutes, 3 times a day, you're going to reset what safety feels like, what it actually feels like when your nervous system's regulated. And that will help you to reaffirm what safety really feels like. And you won't no longer be wanting to seek out those chaotic things. The other bonus of it, if you're dealing with conflict, if you're having a conflict with your partner, you can take a time out, go away for 20 minutes, because that's how long it takes for the cascade of hormones that are going through your body and the neurotransmitters. It takes about 20 minutes for those to go through your body. So go away, do the breathing, and come back so that you'll be responding as opposed to reactionary. Another time that it's useful to do this, if you're coming home from work and you've had a bad day at work, take a moment and do this breathing technique before you come in the house, because that way there, when you have that, you wash off your emotional screen. So you're not bringing that energy into your house and potentially going to get upset because you're seeing, the house is messy. Maybe the kids left some stuff out. So then you'll go into, right, getting really angry about it. Definitely, we can say prayers for Ashley, who's asking for prayers because she really needs it. Good morning, Facebook user. Okay, I'm going to hop back in here. I don't know if I'm hopping in on the inhale or the exhale, but okay. So if you were at work and you had some conflict, you can keep breathing like that as long as you want to. I think we did it for almost 5 minutes, but you can keep doing that as long as you want to. I'm just going to start getting on with the show and we'll talk a little bit more about it. Just beautiful. So and look at this beautiful, beautiful, right? It brings your body into a great space. Now, depending on the emotion that you choose to think about, so if you're thinking about something that feels calm, you will bring your body into that state of calm. If you're thinking about joy, you'll actually feel your energy rise up. So if you're feeling really depleted energetically, you can do this breathing and think about something that makes you feel joy, and it actually elevates your energy level. Think about when you get angry, right? That's why they're energy renewing versus energy depleting emotions. No emotions are bad, right? They are merely an information system telling you what's going on in your environment, and it's energy in motion. So a lot of times we stop it, we get it stuck down. I'm going to turn off in those for the lives. Right? Beautiful to come back to that center space. So when we get angry, think about when you get angry, like when you've had that moment where you've been really angry, how depleted you feel energetically afterwards. Like you're just, you feel that little bit of a drained thing, right? So those emotions like guilt, anger, shame, there's so many that sit within that realm of energy depleting, whereas things like joy, care, compassion, calm, relax, like those all sit in that space of energy renewing, or at least they keep you in that calm state. Yes. And we're not looking at suppressing, right? But yeah, we don't want to think of it like we're suppressing. We're actually working with our nervous system to transition it through that state, right? So a part of that will be working on your thoughts, because if you're sitting there doing this breathing technique, but the whole time you're thinking angry thoughts, right? That's going to be cueing your emotions back into the energy depleting state while you're trying to do this breathing technique. It's not going to really work as well, right? You might find some relief from the breathing, but the thoughts are going to keep your emotions going back up into that space. So thoughts are a really big portion of your mental health and your trauma recovery, right? If we're not working on our thoughts, we're really just allowing our thoughts to take control of the situation. You are the observer of the thoughts. The thoughts are not you. And just to be very clear, your brain lies to you, right? Your brain lies to you all the time. And the more traumatized you are, the more likelihood that there is that potential that your brain is lying to you, because we're looking for things to reconfirm what we've experienced, right? Love you. Have a great day. Right. So there's a lot of times when our brains will tell us we've experienced this thing, right? And, like, exactly, your brain is mean to you. That's not you. You inherently, your spirit doesn't feel badly about you. Your spirit is unconditional love, and it knows how incredibly magical you are. It knows how strong and powerful and glorious you are, and that you are the expression of unconditional love and creativity. Right. So your brain knows that about you. But what your brain, or your spirit, sorry, your spirit knows that about you. What your brain's doing is, it's like, when I was a kid, my mom called me Miss Piggy. So I'm going to say that to me now, because I've heard those things said to me. I've heard mean things said to me. So I'm going to keep saying those mean things to me as the echoes of the past. And oftentimes, if you were to take that voice out and put it into your thumb and have it said to you, you might even see those things that you're saying really come back to you. Like, yeah, my mom used to say that to me, or my dad used to say that to me, or somebody else within my environment, right? So trauma doesn't just come from extreme elements of abuse. It doesn't just come from, going to war, right? Trauma can be subtle in the way that it arrives within you. Neglect is traumatic to children. Being consistently bullied, living in a home that's highly critical, being around a parent who makes you responsible for their emotional center, parents that offload on you about their relationships, parents that have like really high expectations for you. All of these things can work together. Hi, and hugs to you. Hi, and hugs to you. I hope your appointment goes well. Lulu Connect. I give a free phone call, right? I give a free phone call. And it's a free clarity call just to see what working with me would look like. Okay. And Helena can, there's a couple of people that are in the chat that they can tell you what it's like to work with me and what my stuff is like. And that it's definitely beneficial to work with me. It's amazing. It's amazing. Yes. So what I got to do is I got to update the list here just a little bit. Okay. And my thing is, not only do I pair my 20-year career of nursing and all my education with that, I compare it with all of the other education, and I love education. I'm constantly learning something new. And you know what? You are amazing, Helena. You are amazing. Remember, I'm just a guide. I just give you stuff. You're the one that has to implement it and do the work. So when you see results, it's you have to thank. It's really you have to thank. You are truly the blessing. So when I just love education, so I'm constantly learning more. And that was the thing that I did with my traumas. I was like, well, since I have this, I'm going to become an expert in it, because what I was doing wasn't working. So the traditional medication and psychotherapy was not giving me the results at the rate that I wanted anyway. So I wanted to see results. I wanted to get back to my life. I wanted to learn to live, and I didn't want to be taking medications for the rest of my life either. So I went on this whole journey of, I'm going to become an expert in trauma. So I just kept learning more and more. And then all my spiritual gifts started opening up. And then I was like, well, I want to learn more about that too. And, if I can heal somebody in 3 months versus 20 years, why wouldn't I? And then if I can heal you in one session rather than 6 sessions, why wouldn't I? So it's always about learning more and improving things and increasing, stuff. And you guys are absolutely miraculous. If you go to my profile, it has my webpage there. And on the top of my webpage is a button that says free clarity call. It's a green button. So if you just click on that, it will take you to my booking page so that you can book on there. Hi, Shadowly. Yeah, exactly. Right. So yeah. Love you. So that's, I navigated into this space and learned more and more and more and more. So I do have psychic capabilities. And, I do get channels. I do get past lives that come to me. And I definitely have a very strong knowing and sentient. Those are my 2 top ones, is a sister from another mister. Right? Rob is my bro from another time for sure. Several times he's been my brother, and I still act like his older sister now and tell him what to do on occasion, but he just bears with me. Sometimes he listens, sometimes he doesn't, but that's how he was in other lifetimes too. Sometimes he was a naughty boy that didn't listen to his sister who seemed to know better. It's just hilarious. Okay, so I'm going to go through the list. I just want to see who's all on here because I don't have a moderator on the backside. So I just want to go through the list and make sure that I'm not missing anybody on my list of individuals that get cards. Debs. And hi, Pete. I didn't see you on there. Hello, Pete. So anyone else? Okay, Diana, perfect. Anyone else that wants a card, just let me know. Okay. And yes, I do. I work with children. Actually, I have more adolescent clients at this time than I do adult clients, but that's okay. I think of my energy is very much a grandma energy. I need a card, man. I need a card, man. Got you on the list, Kathy. Perfect. Shadali, did you want a card? You just remember the only thing that you have to do to receive your card is stick around long enough to hear it. Okay. I have a list that I've created on the backside. Yeah. So my mods will, my youngest client is 10 at this time. I kind of a 7-year-old. I have a 7-year-old, but that's a family member, and but mostly 10. Yeah. 10 would be the 10 would be somebody from, hello, Corrine. How are you, love? Yeah, the wise elder. Right. It's hilarious. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with being wise. Just don't call me old. Wise is different than old. And anyway, we're all old when you think about how many lifetimes we've been around and how many times we've reincarnated. We're all old if you want to go by that measure, but we are eternal. So then how do you measure age with eternity? Right. Okay. So I think I have the list down so far, but we're going to get to the reading here with the cards that I pulled. We got the same oracle card that we had yesterday, right? But yeah, you can try, Rob. If you have the laptop, just jump on. It's just a matter of just seeing people when they come up. And then the moderators will remind people. Exactly. Elder doesn't have to. No, I'm just, and I'm okay with it. I'm teasing anyway. I'm okay with it. I know my age. Mama's the Yoda of the list. Absolutely. And I'm not sure. I know. Oh, Kita's on. I just saw Kita come on. Hi, Kita. Hi, Kita. Yay. Kita's on the list. So we got Kita on the back side. So she's going to moderate the list. I think I have most everybody, but there might be the odd person. And so for a card and on the Schoolhouse Rock, the verb, that was hilarious. That threw me back a ways, Leslie, for sure. So just the funny video. So we're just doing, it's just a small little energy transfer. And remember, with the coffee cup is for healing. So when you give the coffee cup, I do energetic healing. And when I do the energetic healing, what I do with that, like when I go buy my dog food, I buy treats or food, depending on how much you guys have gifted. But I either buy food or I buy treats for the pound for the shelter. okay, as a transfer, right? So we've got to be giving to receive. And so we do that. And the only way that you can be giving is giving without the expectation of receiving anything in return. That's true giving. So cards are 5 cents, like 5 coins, which is basically a transfer of energy. It's like a penny for your thoughts. I see Jenny on there. If Jenny sticks around, I'll give Jenny a card. Jenny ends up taking off half the time. Hello, Kita. I hope you're doing well this morning. Okay. And yes, tapping on the screen and sharing helps as well. It just spreads the message out, and you don't know who needs what I'm doing. And, by sharing, you could be that person that shares it to somebody who actually gets to see it and is like, yes, right? You like the new one? Okay. Yeah. I threw up the new one this morning just to see if that would work. Because I had the feeling that people had said they were okay with the new list. So we were going to run with the new list. Okay. Let's get into the cards that I pulled for the collective, and then we'll get to everybody else's cards. So the first card that I pulled is the page of cups, and I wanted to call it the pig of cups because this is the when pigs fly card, right? So this is, and I love it. He's even got the little heart, right? Like making the little heart with the hands. And the pig, and it's just really fun. Pigs can fly. That's the beautiful meaning behind this card in a really simplistic way. But we're going to, and there, I do have a free list for those of us that don't have the ability to gift. The free list just goes on our free yes, no. And so we'll have that as well. Okay. So the page of cups, dreamer, serendipity, creativity, new, unexpected trajectories, magic and synchronicity, an open and joyful heart, sensitivity and naivety in romance, being motivated by innovative ideas. There is serendipity and magic here, like the first breath of love or a very first kiss. Anything is possible at this time. Be open to wildly wonderful miracles. This is the When Pigs Fly card, and holding it in your hands is a sign that unforeseen yet fortuitous events are coming your way. Bring childlike enthusiasm to the unknown and welcome any unexpected twists on your journey. Be open to inspiration from the strangest of places and pay attention to the intuitive musings that arrive. They will give your creativity wings. As you enjoy this time of strangely unique thinking, ensure that you are not being overly sensitive or blocking your own flow because you are trying to control the process. And we do that. We do that often. I'm just going to add Lulu to the list because I saw her gift. Thank you, Lulu. Right. So we do that. Right. So one of the things with kids when they do things just because, right? They get the inkling to do it and they go and do it. They don't question it. They don't sit down and go, should I? I don't know if I should. Or maybe someone will think funny of me. Like when children dance, they dance with abandon. The only time that they stop doing that is when people come in and criticize them and judge them and tell them not to do that. Right? We are the ones that enforce or put shame or, make them feel off or make them feel like they shouldn't be doing things. It's other external forces that change that with children. So if you can embody that childhood innocence of I'm just going to dance like nobody's watching, I'm going to do the things that light me up. I'm not going to concern myself with any reasoning behind it. It's just because. Then just because is all the reason that you need. Right. And then when you open yourself up that way, you do open yourself up to creativity. And sometimes you just have to ask, right? Just say, show me, right? If this is what I'm supposed to do, then show me the clients that I'm supposed to help, right? If this is what I'm supposed to do, show me the way to get there. If this is what I'm supposed to do, show me how to get educated in that specific area, right? Align me with the people that I need to be aligned with to make this happen. If this is what's supposed to be happening. Right? We can just talk in that way. Okay. Thank you, Kita. Appreciate you. So as you enjoy this time of strangely unique thinking, make sure you're not being oversensitive or blocking your own flow because you're trying to control the process. Allow your emotions to follow the breadcrumbs of joy. I don't speak tree. Everybody speaks tree. Do something silly. Stay curious about any feelings of wonder and awe and allow your sensitive dreamer to dream, right? It's such an important thing. Okay, you guys are not tapping the screen too well because I know that there are 16 people here And I think probably like Melinda's probably the only one that's consistently tapping. I'm not seeing a lot coming up with like the likes. And so, I will call it. I will call it out. You're like, yes, she will. She's like a mom. She will. So the next card that I pulled up, right. Exactly. So trees, like when you think about it, spirit determines like when you drop your physical form and stay within your spiritual form, you decide that you're going to incarnate again, you're going to go to this planet, you're going to experience these lessons, you're going to experience this lifeline. And trees decided that that's what they were going to experience. They were going to experience not being able to move, even though like I think that they could if they wanted to. But the trees have that, they are all connected through the root system, right? They connect through the root system. And you can go up and touch a tree and ask for it to impart knowledge to you, right? They have amazing wisdom within the trees. So go talk to trees, go commune with them. And they're very grounding. So the next card I pulled was the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so let's see what this one has to say. Remember, pentacles are in the material realm. So this is about that kind of concept. Aw, that's so cute. Yeah, I think you meant to say, I hope it wasn't a bad dream. I'm sure that's what you meant. Okay, light seer. Cooperation, community, teaching and learning, sharing and listening, teamwork. There is no limit to what we can manifest together. Look at how well those things went and burned up the leaves when we're working together collectively, right? We're calling in all of this wonderful abundant stuff. We're calling in all this like these beautiful things, and we're doing it together. So it's manifested because there's more people together, right? More people wanting to work on it together. So working with others gifts us with the opportunity to learn from one another and to blend energies to create something totally new. Look for conscious collaborators as mentors, apprentices, or both. Co-creating together for the good of the whole is powerful magic, and this teamwork and community card calls you forth to add your unique essence to the bigger picture. Remember that your relationships are the base of your well-being. Have an amazing day, Pete. I need to talk to you. We need to talk. I miss you, but we need to have a coffee time. Like make like I have a call and sit across from each other. It's been too long. Love you. Part of the problem for you, Ricky, is that you sit in fear base and you really much try to control things a lot. And beautiful, Rob, right? And like that, being in that fear base, right? And when you're constantly going, by saying I need this, you're saying that you lack that. Right. So just remember that, right? That's a very key thing. Like you have to embody, I have it because it's in your possession now, right? That's a big thing. But you stay in fear base too much with your anxiety has you in fear, and that is never, and I feel like you say a lot of time that it's not going to happen to you. It's not going to happen for you. It's never coming. And when you get into that state, you block yourself completely, right? You have to stay in faith, not fear. Faith, not fear. Okay. So remember that your relationships are the base of your well-being. If you are having trouble with others, seek to align goals in order to cultivate peaceful unions. Mutually beneficial relationships place equal importance on each person's novel wisdom and way of being in the world, regardless of the relational hierarchy. Everyone has something uniquely enchanting to bring to the table. When life paths are entwined, strive to create harmonic states as you weave your way in and out of one another's days. Welcome people into your heart and open doors of possibility that didn't exist before. I step into the vibration of conscious collaboration, right? More hands together works well. Must have is good to feel if possible. Exactly. Right. And I love that you did that, Rob. Absolutely beautiful. Right. And we should be planting hemp and using it for clothes and rope and trees and paper and all kinds of stuff like that, and leaving the trees alone. right? But I'm thankful for those that are planting trees. So the last card that I got was the 9 of Pentacles for the tarot cards, and then we'll reread our regeneration, because we're definitely on that state of transitioning, right? Yes. Beautiful, beautiful. So light seer, spiritual and material satisfaction, personal achievement, inner peace, milestones met and celebrated, the energy of a successful harvest, contentment. You know those moments when everything feels a little bit brighter? You are reaching one of those moments, a culmination of hard work and desire, when you will be stepping into your manifested hopes. These moments of spiritual and material bliss are highly personal and serve as funnels of glowing success. Look for this feeling as it surges into your heart and use its power to move mountains, spread love, and spread love and enjoy your harvest. I lost my spot in the reading. Go ahead and bask. You deserve it. Spending some time alone will help you to process your progress, then celebrate. In shadow, this card suggests that you may be working too hard and not seeing enough in return. Examine feelings of self-work and look at your energy balances in and out. The reward must always equal your energy expenditure, and if you sense an imbalance, then it's time to make amends. The harmony and harvest you seek are in front of you now. I enjoy the bliss and abundance that I have shown. Yes, we're still on the collective. Last one for the collective, and then we'll be into individual cards. And then I'll give you the idea. The list is Rochelle, Renee, Jess on Facebook, Anita, Helena. Okay, so that's the order of the cards so far. And then Amanda, Debs, Diana on Facebook, Leslie, Kathy, Jenny, and Lulu. Okay, so that's the entire list that I have at this point. Okay, so the next card that we had was regeneration. Remember, we had this card yesterday, right? So it's definitely a solid message for us. We're in this rebirth, the state of rebirth, right? Where we're regenerating into the new form, shedding old skins, like that kind of concept, right? So rebirth, check second chances, new opportunities. Second chances are available to you now. Whatever opportunities you thought were dead are now revived in a more authentic, stronger form. Whatever you may have perceived as a failure or loss is now being replaced by something better and more powerful growing in its place. Oh, that's awesome. This rebirth is assured. Step into your new life. Destiny is being fulfilled in wondrous ways, right? It's just perfect. Did you feel like you're getting in trouble then? Because remember when your parents give you trouble and they like call your whole name, they just be like, Rochelle Renee. Right? I love that. I love that. Okay, I'm going to have a cup of coffee because nobody's given any coffee yet. So I'm going to have a coffee myself. We're just going to get into this. And this is my spicy coffee this morning. This is the one that I put the ginger, cinnamon, turmeric, and pepper in. So it's my spicy coffee. It's delicious. Delicious. My first sip of it, and it's nice and warm. So before I start everybody's cards, I had one more thing so tonight is the third quarter check-in in Capricorn. Okay, so it's the third moon, it's the last quarter, third quarter moon check-in in the Divine Feminine Healing Collective. And I'm going to be setting up a session of Nights at the Round Table in the Divine Masculine Healing Tribe. I'm just looking at my calendar to figure out which one it is. Ooh, interviews today. It's at 8 p.m. So just so you're aware, okay? Did it? Oh, I put it in the wrong. I'll change the time on that. I'll edit it. I probably messed up when I said it. I think just give me 1 second. I have to change that or else a lot of people might be messed up. Just give me 2 seconds. 2 seconds, guys. Apologize, but I just want to make sure that that this is adjusted because I want the time to be right. Come on, load up, please. Oh, I might have to redo it. Anyway, I will post the link. I'm going to post on this add post. This was, sorry guys, you're getting some ASMR right now. I'm not going to tag out everyone though. I'm just going to post it as is. I'm gonna right, because it won't let me alter it because it's the old, like, because it's last night, so I'll have to actually republish it, right? And yeah, so I'll have to put it out again because it's gone already is what it's saying, so I can't change it, but I'll work on that. So sorry about that. And you know what? It's funny because when I was making it, I had the notion that I was going to do that I hadn't set the date and time, and then I did anyway. I said I ended up because I said to myself, remember to set it so you don't publish it for like you don't confirm it for today. So yesterday we had the you didn't miss it. It'll be tonight. It'll be tonight at 8 p.m. So yeah, so I'll put that out again. I'll publish it all today with the right time. I'll do that after the live. I'm not going to go through setting up an event while we're talking, while I'm on the live, because that's not fair. We'll do it. We'll do it the right way. I'll wait till afterwards, but I'll set that up for us so that but it's tonight at 8 p.m. We're doing the Capricorn third quarter check-in in the Divine Feminine Healing Collective. And just remember, for those like that, the donation is $10. You can donate through PayPal or talk to me and let me know or whatever. But it's just for the with the energetic healing and stuff like that, right? So and just talk to me. Talk to me if that's something that you can't do, because I never stop people from joining it. So the cards that everybody had said yesterday, they wanted to do the Starseed Oracle. So we're going to do the Starseed Oracle today for the cards. So we're starting with Rochelle. We'll see how this goes. I mean, it depends on as well what guides are telling me to do or what they're guided towards. But the cards seem to be working okay. So let's see. And I'm going to... yeah. Right? Just beautiful. Is this Rochelle's card? Is this Rochelle's card? Yeah. Hi, Marissa. How are you, love? So we've got Portal for Rochelle. Okay. Doors opening. You decide. Rewards. Wild card. All right. So this is going to be interesting, and let me know how you feel. Like how collectively we feel about using these cards this morning, whether the messages are coming through, like translating well. And if not, we'll switch to a different deck. Okay. I'm doing very well, Marissa. How are you? He's usually like, I'm okay. How are you? I'm okay. How are you? We can keep going back and forth, right? Okay. So doors are opening for you, Rochelle. Your thoughts are extra powerful for you right now. Planets are aligning. The timing is right. The universe is saying yes. You have the Midas touch. Your hard work is being rewarded. This is a time when you can reap the rewards for efforts made in the past. It's also a time when you can achieve a lot. Great leaps can be made. Extreme transformation can occur. Great distances can be traveled in a short space of time. You're swimming with the cosmic current of life. What experience would you like to have? What do you want to create? What new adventure would you like to manifest? Don't lose the focus. Use this moment in time wisely. Be conscious and clear with your emotions and thinking. Projects that you've been working on are coming to fruition. Things are in full bloom. It's time to take your harvest and taste your well-earned fruits. When this card comes up in a spread, it's a sure sign that effortless change is possible. If you've been looking for a sign, this is your portal into that new reality. Now is the time to make big changes. If you've been guided to switch things up, you're extremely well supported right now. Use this energy and jump right on it. Just beautiful. So what would you most like to experience is your question, right? Portal. Portal was the name of the card. But again, I'm gonna give you a little bit of ease, okay, for you, Kita. If we know that the person's there listening to it, and Rochelle's commenting on her card as I'm pulling it, it's only when we think that somebody might not be there to receive the message that I want to record the card, right? So if I pull the card and it doesn't seem like they're interacting on the live, then we don't have to necessarily keep it. But if we know that they're interacting in the live, because that'll just spare you having to worry about the card, right? Because yeah, sometimes like I don't refer back to it mostly. So Renee is the next card, not Rochelle Renee, just Renee. How's Renee this morning? How are you doing, love? Whoa. I'm gonna look at these ones because there might have been one of these ones. We're just gonna peek. Hello, love. So Renee's here, so we don't need to record her card. Hi, Mel Watson. Mel can go on the list, though. Is this Renee's card? Is this Renee's card? Is this Renee's card? Right? Well, your card says you're not alone. Isolation, physical connection, community. What a card to get when you're getting a new babysitter, right? Talking about community. Hello, love. Hello, love. Yeah, I just started at 10. We started and we pretty much did a burn right away. It was just the time for the burn. I'm going to switch my position around a little bit. Yes. I'm going to delete that. You're not alone. I'm going to put it here. Coming up to 11:11. We're not far off from it. It's going to be fun today. It's going to seem like we're doing like burn, 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 baby. Anita's like, fire it up, burn it. Okay, so you're not alone for Renee. You might be. You just have to set that as very much as your intention. I'm going to get up and see the beginning of the show. It might be really important for you to catch the beginning so you can do the heart focused breathing. The older the soul, the deeper the cave. Many star seeds and old souls enjoy their own company. Spending time alone can be comforting and necessary for their vitality, as it allows them to commune with their soul and fill up their energetic resources, especially if they have an underactive or open root chakra and find it hard being human. Many star seeds find it more nourishing to retreat than to spend their time in meaningless conversations and relationships. However, we must remember that we're not here to go about this life alone. Humans are pack animals, and we need all the love, company, and support of others, both emotionally and physically. In our increasingly online world, we can be connected to more people and yet feel more alone and isolated than ever. There's still so much we don't know about the energetic side effects of things like social media. With so many people knowing our news, what is going into our auric field? Commonly, we find ourselves in constant conversation, yet lacking the genuine connection of physical community and touch. The main message of this card is to step out of your cave and physically reach out to those in your life, to replenish when you need to, but not isolate yourself. This could be seeing friends and family who live nearby or having a regular catch-up walk with someone. In what ways can you open yourself up to the people who are physically in your life, those you truly know? So how can you reach out to people in your life physically? Well, you just invited a babysitter to come into your house, so that's one. And then by having a babysitter, you'll be able to get out and do things. So that's two ways that you're opening connection in your life and making more room for more physical connections. Do we need to go for a walk, Anita? We can pick somewhere to meet up and go for a walk. I'll bring my pup and he can go for a hike. He can go for a run. Alrighty. After Renee is Jess on Facebook. I love all these beautiful souls in Ontario. Some live near and some live far, but you know, Ontario is a huge, huge province, so that's understandable. But the ones that live nearby, like we should get together. We should. Community. You're welcome. Anita had to throw her cards because, you know, she got that big energy, throw them around. But we know her card. Yes. Well, you know what? I will be down to Nova Scotia, right? Yeah, that'd be cool. That would be so cool. And you two connecting, both of you having that longing for Nova Scotia, and then Kita can drive here. She's 18-hour drive-ish. She can drive here and you can drive here like in 2 hours or 3 hours. I can't remember how long it would be. Probably 3.5 maybe from where you are. And then we'll all get together and we'll all go for this. We'll all get together. We'll have lunch and we'll have a good old walk and talk. Kita can spend the night because there's no way she's driving down and leaving again. So I live by, Cobourg, Port Hope. I'm in the Northumberland County, but I live a little bit north of that. And then I'm going to be moving a little bit east of that shortly. Oh, neat. Have a sleepover for sure. Maybe you can stay for the whole weekend, right? Not make you rush back. Collective camp trip. Yeah. And Melinda and Salasia can come up from West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country roads. Anyway, sorry, I can't help it. I love that song. So you guys can come up and you're driving too fast if you can get to my place in 13 hours by bike. I just did that drive in October. It's a little longer than that. You can get there by 6 hours by plane. Perfect. There you go. 3 hours is perfect. And then we'll when you come up, Renee, as you go through by Mississauga, you'll grab Damia. So we'll have the whole mod squad and Renee and Rochelle. Rochelle's going to come because if the mod squad's coming from Alberta, they can swing on through and grab Rochelle and right. So we'll all collectively, we'll have a big old camp. We'll just make it a camping trip. We'll just do a camping trip. We're just going to find a spot and we're going to go camping. How's that? We'll have this big, massive get together, a big camp out with everybody off the internet. We'll all meet together in one. I love it. You and I very, very, very connected. You can bring anybody else from the East Coast. You got to grab anyone from the East Coast and you bring them. And Jenny's going to come Jenny's in Regina. So you got to bring her on your way through. You stop and grab the people in Saskatchewan and Manitoba. So you can't bring your bike, Rob. You're going to have to bring a bus. Let's do this. Let's plan it. Okay. So this is perfect. This is Leslie's like, I'm not camping unless it's in a hotel. I'm like, I love camping. You know, when we're really at our full capability, we don't need vehicles. When we are fully enlightened, when we're more enlightened, we don't need vehicles. We can travel, through time and space because time and, space is the reality. Time is a made concept. So we can travel through time by going in space. But it's basically like you kind of disassemble to reassemble at the point. Perfect. You know what? Actually, Party bus. I like that, Anita. I love the idea of the party bus. And Kita, you can bring my son will come. I got my son and my grandbabies and they can come too. Cause that's, that if we're bringing people from Nova Scotia, bring my family, bring my grandbabies. We'll take those. That would be lovely. So we'll get a bus from Nova Scotia and a bus from British Columbia or Alberta. Either way, we'll go from coast to coast and we'll all meet in Ontario because that's about halfway. oddly enough, that's still about halfway. And we'll have a great big huge camping trip. We on it. I love it. Okay. But I love camping. So I'm on both. So I'll sleep I have a tent. I will sleep in a tent. Exactly. My grandkids can be right. My grandbabies will keep your kids entertained for sure. Like my youngest one turns 5 on May 7th, or sorry, my oldest grandchild turns 5 on May 7th. Melinda's like, nah, I'm leaving the kids behind. I'm sure Salasia is too. She's like, nah, I'm leaving the kids behind. Maybe leave the kids behind. Maybe. I don't know. Grandbabies are another thing. There's just 2 of them. But okay. So Jess on Facebook, your card is Inner Earth. Okay. We'll get to the next card. Inner Earth. Right? Sleep under the stars. I love it. I love it. Bring the babies. Yeah, the one's 5 and the other one's 2. So lots of beautiful energy. I would love it. Yes. I love it. I love this conversation. I wish that I could have the conversation from TikTok put on there so that it's like totally, well, you know what? If you just have to hop into Alberta and jump in the party bus that's coming from Alberta, or maybe Shadley, you're the one that's got to bring the bus to them and pick them up and continue along. Yeah, right. Hi, flower buns. I almost said bums. Flower bums. Okay. Inner Earth for Jess. To be fair, Rob, it's probably the only way you're going to get going. And if Shadley comes and pokes you, oh, don't you worry. I know I got to poke him all the time. I love it too. An old school bus. It's the magic school bus for sure. Like 2 magic school buses meeting in Ontario. I love it. I love it. Rob says he loves you. All right. Rochelle's just laughing her butt off. Ooh, it's 11:11. 11:11. Wait, Jess, you'll get, and Shadley loves you too. So we're going to pause before I start reading the card. Let's burn. We got fires coming on the screen now. Lots of fire. Let's burn. We're going to burn in. We're going to call in the magic school bus and the camping trip. We're going to call that into us, okay? And we're just doing a call in on 11:11. This is all magical. Call it in. And not so much about releasing, because we did the release already this morning. Okay, so let's just call it in. I feel like I need a good sized leaf though. Yes, it's gorgeous. I mean, here it's saying 19, but you must be just a little luckier than mine. Look at big leaf. That's a pretty big leaf. Burn, baby, burn. We're calling in a bus, magic camping. We're calling in our magic school bus. Magic bus and camping trip. I love it. Giddiness, yes. Abundance. Friends, fellowship. I love it. Abundance. I wrote that twice. Apparently we need 2. We need both. Unity, family. Respect and gratitude. Money, safety. Love, joy. Healing self-worth. Yes. Patience. Self-worth. Healing. Health. Magic. Let's call in magic. Manifestation. And wish fulfillment. Freedom. Blessings. I love blessings. Hope and faith. Yellow rose symbolism. Yellow rose symbolism. Okay, I'm going to scroll up because I want to see what other stuff that. I'll make sure we mark down your card, sweetie. Vitality. You're welcome. Safety. Security. Elevated consciousness is what I'm putting on. Success. Making sure I'm not missing any of those ones. Kindness. I can dance if I want to. I can leave my friends behind. Because your friends don't dance. And if they don't dance, well, they're no friends of mine. Yes, friendship. Friendship is the yellow rose. Yep. Definitely. Okay, we're going to put knowledge and wisdom down, and then that's good. We got a lot on this card. We got a lot on this leaf. We got a lot. Look at how full of words this leaf is. Let's see how well this burns. So remember, how will we feel? I mean, I think that we're just gonna I can't even imagine the amount of bliss that is going to be in the environment, the electricness that's going to be. It is. It's a perfect pair of lips with the little dip. The little dip. It does. Very good catch. So we're going to embody this feeling of ultimate joy if we all meet and when we all meet and we're having this beautiful camping trip, all of us together, we are going to feel so amazing, right? So embody that feeling while this gets burned. Look how beautiful that was. Just perfect. As above, so below, blessed be, and so it is. So it is. I love it. I feel like electric right now. Like I'm giddy. I'm giddy right now. Yeah. I love you guys. Love you. And I just looked at the clock and it was 1:14:14. So 14:14. That's awesome. Awesome. And we just everything. It's 11:18. There's 18 people on the live, like all these duplicate numbers everywhere. We are on point. We are on fire. We're on fire. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to read Jess's card now, which is Inner Earth. You did. I feel giddy. Absolutely giddy. What a wonderful way to start the day, right? With just that giddiness, that beautiful, it's the crystal coven or something like that. The divine collective is what it ends up being, is the divine collective. The divine collective is almost like a knowing. So Inner Earth. Nice. Chills. Hi, Em. Okay, so for Jess, Inner Earth. Inner Earth, also known as Agartha, is believed to be a hidden subterranean world within the planet itself. Many ancient cultures mention it in their stories. It's said that some of the beings of ancient lost lands, such as Lemuria, Atlantis, and Aryavarta, went there. Hindu and Celtic lore mention caves and entrances to underground worlds. Tibetan Buddhism refers to the secret mystical city Shambhala, which is thought to be located in the Himalayas. We have searched for Inner Earth in the physical world, but without success. So the mystery continues. Is it a place that exists in the physical or on another level of consciousness? There are solutions beyond what you can perceive, surprising outcomes to your problems and situations. Resolutions that are in the best interests of all involved. If you find yourself facing an obstacle or feeling stuck and have no idea what to do, you're being reassured that there is a way out. You'll survive this and things will work out. Thank you, Leslie. Thank you. If you're stuck in a rut, do something to shake up your energy and shift your thinking. Try something you wouldn't normally do. Soon you'll see that whole new worlds of solutions are available. Things that were previously beyond your focus will present themselves. Helpful people, signs from the universe, and support in both expected and unexpected ways are on their way to you. But first, you need to do something different to shift your focus so you can receive them. So what can you do to shift your energy or your outlook? So this is for Jess, okay? So what can you do to shift your energy or your outlook? And it falls in line with that. If you do what you always did, you get what you always got. So you have to do something differently if you want to have things show up differently, okay? So that's a big message from this card. I am overheating right now. Vicky, I think it was Vicky that came in. Vicky, yes. Vicky, you brought the heat. Either that or it's all the talk about dancing under the moon and bathing in the sun. Oh, yeah. Don't think about that. Think about it would be, if that happens, it's part of the plan and you will be provided for in some format, right? And it's going to be okay, right? It's all part of the plan and God provides for you always. God always provides. God always provides. God always provides. I'm like, whoosh. That message got to me thinking about, and I'm pretty sure it was the message, right? Hi, Kayla. I would love to connect with you too. Would you like to connect in a personal call? We can do that. I can give you my link to book a call because I love talking to people in a direct call. I'm going to put this in my thing and you tell me if you get that. And if you would like a card, I can put you on the list for a card. Put that down here so I don't have to. Who knew we were going to have so much ASMR today? Perfect. God will provide. He always provides. Exactly. God will provide for me as he provides for the birds. You will always have enough. I always have enough. I always have more than enough. I always have more than enough. right? I always have more than enough. Well, right? If we do it on the full moon, we have this beautiful release ceremony. So can I put KJ on the list from Facebook? Okay, so next for a card is Anita. What's Anita's card gonna be? Like Anita fashion. In Anita fashion, she's got to throw a few cards out. So let's see which one is for Anita today. I'm gonna peek at them. I'm gonna get my idea. I have my idea of which one is the right one. As usual, my knowing is telling me, but is this Anita's card? Is this right away? You should have seen the energy in which that went into a swing. I always have more than enough. I love it. Right? Right away. Right? How far is it? I think it's like maybe 14 hours, 13, 12 hours. I'm like trying to guess. I'm just throwing out numbers. Like it'd be cool on a full moon. 7. Wow, that's short. That's like nothing. Yeah, we did it on a full moon. We'd see the moon. So that would be kind of cool. So for Anita, all paths lead home. All paths lead home. Right? Beautiful, beautiful card. All paths lead home. Me too. Right? So all paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. So this is for Anita. We definitely need to record Anita's card, because I want to make sure. We'll just make sure there's lots of spaces for trees. Maybe we'll do some healing for you. I'm writing it down because I'm waiting to see Anita. No, we always need a passport. That's the unfortunate. I think that you have to have a passport unless you have status like native or indigenous status. If you have indigenous status, then you can freely cross the border if that's the territorial. Like for me, having indigenous status, I can cross the border without a passport because my indigenous status provides me with that capability. Yeah. So if you hold status, I don't think that you do, but I would check with the US side. Like I just know on, I guess that would be, there's, you know what, down in that direction, down by Ottawa, there's this like well-known illegal border spot that you can cross, but they, they actually during COVID, they were like, they're actually going to close the illegal cross. And I'm like, if you know about it, then how is it illegal? Like, it just sounds so foreign to me that they have an illegal crossing that the government knows about and that they actually had to close it. Like, what sense does that make? Right? Hi, Julia. I'm not sure why you want to try to trick people into saying silly things. You have a beautiful day, Rochelle. Beautiful day. Okay, so I'm going to hold off on reading Anita's card because I'm not seeing Anita respond right now. Right? Like we're all here with love and light, Julia. And we're all mature adults here as much as we like to have fun and be, invoke our childlike natures, but we're all adults here. So if you could like step up your game a little bit, that'd be appreciated. Love to you. Love to you. Have a blessed and beautiful day, Rochelle. I love that. I love that. All righty. Helena. I love this. Earth. They're planning to phase out which one? They're planning to phase out Are you talking about like that, like I can't remember what it's called, but it's some like ID that like that gives you like that pass or whatever? Yeah, okay. That's what I thought they were talking about. Okay, so for Helena, earthed, okay, and it says learning how to be human in the world but not of it. Okay, so let's see what this earth tells you about. No, that's awesome. I like it. Earthed. Right? We shouldn't have to have passports, period. Like really, to travel. Right? We're all earth beings. We should be able to freely travel the earth as earth beings. Right? Um Anyway, learning how to be human in the world but not of it. So this is for Helena. The challenge for all souls having a human experience is to be in the world but not of it. To realize they are souls having a human experience and be fully conscious of it. To have their soul fully embody their body. They are very expensive. People's personalities tend to relate to either transcendence or immanence. Those who lean towards transcendence have a longing for the heavens and the metaphysical. They yearn for a personal experience with God and to be lost in the heavens. They're envious of the angels and are more comfortable praying and hanging out in the stars than on earth. Those who tend toward more immanence have attached themselves more to earth and their body. They spend more time thinking about things in this physical world rather than connecting with the heavens on their own mystical inner worlds. Being a fully embodied soul having a human experience means finding the balance between transcendence and immanence, being in the world but not of it. More starseeds are drawn towards transcendence. They're more comfortable with the angels and the heavens. Life on earth can be more difficult for them. If this is you, you're being reminded that you chose to be a soul in a body on earth. And if you're being called to focus more of your energies in the physical world, to learn to be human, a soul in a human body, fully present to what life on earth has to offer to you. And if it's the opposite, if you feel more immanence, then it's the call to invoke more of your spirituality. Okay, to play with the stars, to do more, to lighten yourself up, to be more conscious. So do you tend to long for the stars or be more in the physical? And how can you find greater balance between the two? That's okay, sweetie. I held your card and took it down so that I could do it when you came back. Because when I mentioned your name and I didn't see you come up, I was like, she must have lost reception. So it's okay. You just one card away. So perfect. So that was for Helena. This one is for Anita. All paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition, trust your gaze within, or turn your gaze within. Sorry, turn your gaze within. So all paths lead home. And I think this is the perfect card for you. It's normal to look to the external world for answers and guidance. What's revolutionary is turning your gaze inward. You're being called to source your guidance from within, to study the terrain of your inner landscape, to develop a reliable relationship with your soul. The more time you spend connecting with your soul, the deeper the connection will become. The challenge for empaths is to stay connected without cutting off from the rest of the world. The best way to do this is to develop a daily practice that helps you to keep checking in, to draw on the wisdom within and let that be the authority in your life. If this card appears, you may be called to develop or switch up your spiritual practice, to get in the habit of turning your gaze within, getting centered for the day, which we've been doing with heart-focused breathing. So, before consuming anything from the outside world. So do meditation before you start touching your phone or doing anything else, right? To start from a feeling of at-homeness and throughout each day to find simple ways to keep coming home. This doesn't mean switching off from the realities of today's world. We need as many conscious people as possible living with their eyes wide open, Rather, it's a call to start your day from a place of connectedness, grace, and devotion. So when you go out into the world and when you let the world in, you do it from an unshakable state of being, a state where you draw your strength, authority, and guidance from a place deep, deep within. So how are you being called to turn your gaze within? I love it. I love it. Just my TikToks remind me, don't forget to take a break. Oh, we will. And then we're going to go and eat some. Jenny, we're subscribed for another month. Love you, friend. Love you. Lots and lots of love. Sending that towards you. It is a great card. So just do some more of that, like checking in, like taking a deep breath. And when you breathe out nice and slow, you feel that moment on the exhale where you sink right into your body. Sit in there and be like, what am I feeling within how am I doing? What am I feeling within my body? What is my body telling me? Or what is my spirit telling me? What is my, what am I, what is me? What is I? What is this part here, right? So Amanda, I would like to check and see if Amanda Avila is still there because she's been quite quiet today. So if she's there, I'm not sure. Perfect. Okay, so if Amanda's not there, we'll skip by and I'll see if she pops in a little bit later on. Next would be Debs. I think I saw Debs there not that long ago. Thank you, Jenny. And you know what? Actually, you know what? If Amanda's not there, I'm going to pop Jenny into her place. And that card tells me yes. Okay. And then we'll do Debs afterwards. So we're going to do Jenny where Amanda is. Okay. And then we can look at, just because Jenny always, like, Jenny misses her card more often than she gets it, because by the time she comes in a little bit after the beginning of it and then pops out of it. So Jenny, star ancestors. Okay. Oh, Helena. Yay. I love it. Yeah. When I'm up at 9, it's 7 for you. That's like so early. Right? So star ancestors. Let's look at that card. Star ancestors. I love it. Hidden secrets. Lost wisdom. Look a little deeper. The ancients knew more than we do about our connection to the stars. Oh, yay. I love that's beautiful. Their pyramids, temples, and other places of worship created in precise alignment with the stars exist in all corners of the world. What if this ancient wisdom is available for you to uncover now? You're being called to think and listen with your ancient heart and soul, to tap into the part of you that remembers and knows. All ancient secrets are whispered forever in your ears. All mystic knowing blooms in your heart. All potent power pumps through your veins. You're being invited to step into your ancient knowingness, to be held by the rememberings of the star ancestors, to look a little deeper if you're feeling stuck. You're being called to do something different, to change your point of view. Creativity happens when we put together two things that don't belong, when we do the unexpected. So often a creative solution is right in front of us, but because we think the same thoughts and act the same way, we miss what's in the open. You're here to remember and uncover ancient secrets and transmissions, technology and wisdom that are so needed on the planet right now, to unlock your soul's memories in a time when we live in harmony on Earth, and one day will again. Oh, yes, we will. We one day will live in harmony and unity again, right? So if we put this on our heart, so I'll do it for you, but just imagine that this is on your heart. I'm ready to remember ancient mysteries and secrets from deep within. And actually, I'm going to put it here, and you can hold it there and just repeat that. I'm ready to remember ancient mysteries and secrets from deep within. Very, very powerful. Powerful. I love it. Okay, so we'll just pass by Amanda for now. We'll hold on to we'll hold on to Amanda's spot. Okay, we'll hold on to Amanda's spot. I'll color her. It's okay, but I'm just gonna color her with a light red for Skip for now. Open yourself up, sweetheart. Open yourself up. Just beautiful. Okay, and if Amanda comes up, then I'll pull her card then. Okay, so after Amanda, or sorry, now is Debs. Okay, so Debs. Yes, I love that your spiritual gifts are coming in, right? Just allow them, open them, start listening more. So Debs. Aww. I love it. 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 Okay. I'm blessed. You're blessed. We're all blessed. Absolutely. I just got chills from that, Leslie, saying that, right? If we collectively say that, they're a blessing to us all, right? I love it. I love it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. So this is for Debs. Lost lands, soul memories and gifts. You've done this before. I'm so happy I could give you your card before you left, and thank you so much for hanging out with me. Hello, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Right? Wouldn't that be beautiful? Wouldn't that be beautiful to experience that, right? To see that. So lost lands. All right. So we have an actual doctor. I'm not sure what Dr. Ahmed El-Koy. I'm trying to say your name correctly, but Dr. Ahmed. I'm not sure what type of doctor he is, but he is a doctor. So he joined the show. Hello. You can say hi as well. All right. Could you imagine? All right, you go sit on the porch, enjoy the wonderful, wonderful weather. Love you, friend. Love you. Okay, so we have this one called Lost Lands. Lost Lands. Yes, thank you so much too, Leslie. Thank you so much. And our gifts are a blessing for this lifetime. Absolutely. Absolutely. Could you imagine Jenny drives into the Virginia mountains and is like, country roads, take me home. I thought that's the area that you were in was as a plastic surgeon. I did think that. Hello, how are you? Hi, Leslie, you're on this side now. Maybe you're on both. Welcome. So I used to be a nurse. I was a nurse for just over 20 years and worked in a lot of different areas, but not in plastic surgery at all. I worked in Emerge and things like that, and in management. And I did flight nursing for years. I flew around the world for about 7 years, taking patients to their homes so that they could receive treatment in their own country, which was really awesome. But I stepped away from traditional medicine and am in more of helping heal trauma through a lot of like more holistic methods, like giving actual practical tools and techniques on how to manage mental health and things like that. So yeah. Nice, Helena. Nice. Very nice. No apologies necessary, Rob. You didn't do anything wrong. Okay. Lost lands for Debs. Okay. Lost lands for Debs. Soul memories and gifts. You've done this before. Perfect. So the world is far more ancient than our documented history suggests. As souls, many of us have experienced ancient eras on this planet that were much more advanced than ours today. As we begin to remember these times, the rememberings and gifts can come flooding back. As this stage in Earth's timeline, At this stage in Earth's timeline, we need the wisdom of the ancients to survive as a species. You're being called to connect with the wisdom. Oh my goodness. I'm going to say that whole sentence all over again, friend. You're being called to connect with the lost wisdom of your own soul. If you feel guided to make a change in your life, to step into a new career path, birth a creation, or bring an idea to life, but feel unprepared, this card is calling you to consider that you've done this before. Perhaps your soul has wisdom beyond what your lifespan can imagine. Perhaps the intuitive hits and ideas you're receiving are divinely guided. Perhaps you've been preparing for this time. Some think that lost lands exist in the past. Others believe they exist today in a different dimension. I believe these ancient lands also exist in the souls of those who experienced them. If this card comes to you, perhaps the wisdom of lost lands such as Lemuria, Atlantis, and Avalon exists within you. And through surrendering to the intelligence of your soul, you can unlock the seeds of these ancient lands so we can all learn from our mistakes and usher in a new age. Place the card on the portal of your heart and whisper the following. So I'm going to do it like this first. I unlock any forgotten wisdom and soul gifts from lifetimes past. Okay, so that's what you're going to do. You're just going to put that to your heart space and repeat, Debs. I unlock any forgotten wisdom and soul gifts from lifetimes past. Okay, so how beautiful is that? I feel like we went into a vacuum again. Nothing's really moving, so I don't know if stuff like shut down. Hi, Morning Star. Nice. Yep, one of these days I'm going to see that come up and it's going to say, Tanya received the universe from so-and-so. And I'm going to be like, yes, my first universe. Yay. All right. Live as if. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Yeah, it was just really weird for me on my side. It was just like nothing. There was no motion whatsoever going on. It was really, really interesting. Hello, Melissa. Morning Star. How much land did Egypt actually control? Does anyone know the answer to that question? Let's put it back to the group. How much land did Egypt actually control? And what lands would a new pharaoh control? Interesting. I got 220 likes in that little tappity tap. I wish I'd done 2 more and we would have got 222. But I'll take that. All right. So let's see. After Debs is Diana. Are you still there, Diana? Just let me know. Okay. Ooh, I love this card. I love this card. All of it. Egypt controlled all of it. Our new pharaoh would control all of it. All of it. Diana, are you still there, love? You have to let me know that you're still there. And same with KJ. You have to let me know that you're still there. Okay. So if not, then I'm going to, and same with Kathy. So Kathy, Diana, and KJ, can you let me know that if you're still there? Because if you're not still there, then I'm going to skip by your cards. Okay. Because I don't pull cards and hold them for people for another time. You have to stick around in order to get it. Just to be clear. All of the land. Do you think that a new pharaoh would rule all of the earth? No, but they would rule all of Egypt. It is a lot. I'm just waiting. Okay, so because I've asked and I know I'm intrigued about the card too, aren't you? It's like sitting on baiting on like, ooh. No, there's someone on YouTube that was asking these questions. So what lands would a new pharaoh control? How much land did Egypt actually control? And then when you said all of it, he was saying all of what? And then said, are you saying that a new pharaoh would rule the earth? And when I said all of Egypt, but anyway, he said that's a lot. And then is asking now, what marks the boundaries of Egypt? Okay, what marks the boundaries of Egypt? And yeah, I was pulling this card, but nobody is coming up like Diana or Kathy or KJ. None of them are saying hello. So I'm going to assume that the two people that are watching right now are Jess and Morningstar. So I'm going to, I can ask. I'll ask. I'll ask if this is your card, Rob. Is this Rob's card? Is this Rob's card? It's not. Is this Leslie's card? No. Is this my card? Well, they're all my cards. Hi, Dev. How are you, love? It's my card. He's my card. Okay, so I'm going to show you it, and I want this picture on my, I want to get this picture on my wall. Okay? So I'm going to show it to you guys. And you ready for this, Rob? You'll see why it's so beautiful. No, it's mine. I asked. It's mine. Deb's already had her card. Hello, Melissa. I want this on a picture on my wall. Right? Is that not stunning? And the person diving right into it. Right? It's one of my favorite cards in this deck. Beautiful. Beautiful. I would love to hear that, Leslie. It is beautiful, beautiful card. So I'm going to read it because maybe it will resonate with more than just me. Because that's, oftentimes with the cards, you'll hear a message for somebody else that actually resonates. Hello, Ricky. That actually resonates with you, right? And I'm just like, I'm getting like my sentient is up. My sentient is up. So jump in is what it's called, right? Andromedan energy, adventure, saying yes to change. Andromedan is a spiral galaxy, the closest galaxy to the Milky Way. It is believed that Andromedan starseeds are a group of beings who love their freedom. Very adaptable, they have a strong willingness and an ability to change and go with the flow. Yeah. You're absolutely right. And you know why? Because I've taken pictures of my eyeball up close and my eye looks like that. That's how my eye actually looks like. I can show, I'll send you a picture of it through like the Mod Squad chat. You'll see the colors. That's like, as soon as I looked at it, I was like, oh, really cool. But yeah, I'll message them. That's really, really great idea. Very adaptable. They have a strong willingness and ability to change and go with the flow, to find calm in the chaos, to swim with the tides. This card is here to encourage you to do the same. Perhaps you have a significant goal or opportunity ahead of you. If so, you're being guided to jump in. Don't wait for permission. Don't stall until you feel ready. Take a deep breath, a good old run up, and jump right on in. Life bends for the courageous, and courageous is what you're being called to be. You're already facing the right direction. The only thing left to do is leap. You'll figure out the details as you go along. Things may not always be smooth sailing. Life on Earth rarely is. However, it's the rougher seas that teach us how to sail with glory. And once you know that, you can navigate any sea, ocean, or storm. The Andromedans want you to fall in love with surfing the waves of life, to seek more adventures, to embrace your own adaptability, and find a way to be the calm in the chaos. You didn't come to Earth to be passive. You came to Earth to truly live. Now take a good run up and leap. So how can you be more adventurous? How are you being called to jump right on in and leap? My head's tingling. Like it's, yeah. The chameleon, just beautiful. I just like, this is just stunning. Honestly, like, it's just stunning. Stunning card. I love this. No, it was my card. It was my card. My card. We're going to do Leslie's card is next though. Yeah. I'm like, my sentience is just woo-wee right now. Nothing like a good, like, yes. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All righty, Leslie. What is Leslie's card going to be? Hi, Deb. So we're doing... That's quite an adverb. So, the 7 Star Sisters. I love showing this to you, Leslie, because I'm interested to see what you see when you get your card. Right? So let's read this. The 7 Star Sisters. Birthing creations, tapestry of life, expression. Right? It's like, what's it going to open you up to now, right? What is it going to awaken or align you with? What's this going to do for you now? There are new creations that want to be born, beauty that's yearned to be woven, new consciousness that's longing to be breathed into life. If you draw this card, you're being called to surrender to these creations, to usher in a new era of consciousness and do your bit in weaving the web of life. This is the card of the artist and the midwife. You're being called to ponder questions. What wants to be birthed through you? What new creations are whispering in your ear? What beauty are you being called to make? Creativity and intuition come from the same sacred place. They occur when we find ourselves flowing with the rest of life. Earth is renowned as a planet of manifestation and creativity, and yet so many of us have forgotten how to create. Earth is renowned as a planet of somewhere along the way, we stopped seeing ourselves as artists, as creatives, as poets. Yet to be human is to be creative. Creativity is part of your true nature. Perhaps you're being called to surrender to a creative project, such as a new business or a book. Or perhaps you're being called to weave beauty in your home or in the way you cook. Regardless of the end result, you're being called to express yourself through your creativity, to surrender to the creative projects that both scare and excite you, to find a way to weave beauty back into everyday life. For there's creativity, spirit, and soul. I'm going to say that one again. For where there's creativity, spirit, and soul are present, and the world needs these qualities more now than ever. So what creations are you being called to birth? So where there's creativity, spirit and soul are present is how that is, right? Just beautiful. Just beautiful. Yes, just beautiful. Morning Stars just saying that the 7 spirits of God were an astronomy reference to the visible stars or lights following the sun and moon through the sky. The moving lights following the sun. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm going to put Deb on the list. I'm not sure. She's on the list. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. My phone was just lighting up there for a minute. I had to make sure it wasn't anything. Even the dragon that takes down a third of the stars with its tail is an astronomy reference. The Draco constellation sits on top of 4 of 12 of the zodiac star constellations. Yeah, that's beautiful. 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 Okay, so next is Lulu. Okay, so we got Lulu, and then Mel. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, is this Lulu's card? is this Lulu's card. Right into a circle. Okay, I love this card. It's beautiful. When the Dragon Draco goes down below the horizon, it takes 4 of the 12 zodiac signs with it. Beautiful. I love all the information that you're sharing, Morningstar. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. Okay, Lulu. Weight of the world. Boundaries. Let it go. It's not yours to carry. Yeah, this one, it goes away when I don't share, right? And because it's not on Facebook, it doesn't get saved and shared, right? I think this is a beautiful message for all of us. Weight of the world, right? Weight of the world. You don't need to carry it all. You're no good to anyone if you're running on empty and bogged down by the weight of the world. This card is a reminder to look after your own well-being before anyone else's, to stop carrying the world's problems on your shoulders, to put on your own oxygen mask first. I realized I didn't really show you that card, so I'll show it on that side. To put on your own oxygen mask first. In these changing times, it's not hard to feel overwhelmed by the state of the planet. However, you can't take on its problems from a place of energetic depletion. This card is thanking you for caring so much. You want to build a better world and ease the road for others, and that's incredible. Thank you, Lulu. But the way you've been doing this is likely unsustainable. This isn't to say you should switch off to the world's problems and become unconscious. Rather, it's a call to establish clear boundaries so you're not constantly taken out energetically. The planet needs you to be healthy, both physically and emotionally. So instead of digesting the news or reaching for your phone as soon as you wake up, show up first to a nourishing practice such as meditation, soul inquiry, deep breathing, or exercising in nature. Once you're in a state of grace and your inner well is full, you can face the day, the state of the world, and care for others. And at the day's end, take an energetic shower by emptying out anything that's not yours to carry. You can pick it up again the next morning if you so choose, but give yourself time and space to rejuvenate and rest. So what are you carrying that isn't even yours, Lulu? That's the question for you. Right? Your dad was a dragon fanatic. Draco has all of the poles, stars positioned around it because it is the actual point the earth spins upon. Draco is indeed the way shower. Beautiful. Yeah, that's hilarious, but so true. So true. In the woke world. I love that. Beautiful. Connect with me, Lulu. I'll help you put it down. You don't need to carry that. You don't need to carry that. Okay, Mel, are you still here, Mel? Were you able to stick around? I hope so. I hope so. And I'm not sure who else is on Facebook, but if you can let me know who's on Facebook or LinkedIn or YouTube, whoever's watching. I know Morningstar is, but whoever else is still there, just let me know, okay? Because I want to make sure that I'm not overlooking anyone. Mel's card. Nice. Forge, don't follow. Pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had. Hello, Melissa. I'm doing well. Look at that beautiful, beautiful card. Well, whoever's there is hanging on in the background, not saying nothing, and that's okay. That's okay. You have to run off, Kita? Is that what see you again means? Is that you have to go? Oh, you want to see it again? Never mind. I clued in. Forge, don't follow. I didn't give you your card because I asked for you and you didn't say anything. So I assumed you weren't there. But now that you've come up, I'll pull your card after this one, Diana, but just stick around, okay? Because it will be the next card that I pull. So don't take off. Just pay attention, okay? So Forge, don't follow. It is a beautiful card. And then Dev will be after Diana, okay? So Forge, don't follow. And for Mel, it's a beautiful card, right? Yes. And that's why I love using these cards. Like why I really do love using these cards. I study the correlation of religious symbolism and palmistry markings. The constellation of Cephalus or Cepheus, say it right. Cepheus, for instance, is the same shape as the temple marking of Indian palmistry. Yeah, really cool. I think that's why they there's some where there's that blockage against looking at palmistry because of that whole concept, is they don't want people seeing the symbolism. Yes. Okay. Forge, don't follow for Mel. If you wait until the path is perfectly paved, you won't be forging your own path, and you'll likely not even take the first step. Don't let a small detail like being unable to find someone to show you the way be the reason you don't step forward and lead. Let it be the reason you do. The most courageous and needed leaders are the ones who don't wait for permission or until the morning they wake up to feel ready. They take a deep breath, put one foot in front of the other, and figure it out as they go. They don't wait for someone to lead them. They lead themselves. This is a card for leaders. You're here to pave a path that hasn't been walked before, to go first and lead the way for others who are calling you in. If you feel misrepresented in the media, step forward for those who feel misrepresented. If no one's speaking out on the topics you feel passionate about, share your unique voice. There's no one on earth who comes close to possessing your unique combination of skills, gifts, and life experience. Don't look to those who have come before you to work out your path. Leaders must forge their own. Do it for your daughter. Do it for the younger you. Do it for the leaders who'll follow. When you go first, you make it easier for others to follow your lead. Forge, don't follow. How are you being called to forge rather than follow? And how can you be the leader you wish you had? Hugely powerful. Hugely powerful. How can you be the leader? But I love that. Looking at the things that, when you feel like people are being misrepresented or you get upset about how people are being treated, and, that puts you into that state of wanting to be an advocate, right? And then that space of being an advocate. I thought for a second something. Okay, I have to... No starting the apocalypse, not unless it's to change, to bring forth the new world, right? So strongly. Love you, friend. Okay, I'm gonna check this. Actually, I'll check and see if it is, but I feel like this is not the card, but I'm gonna check. Is this Diana Hull's card? Is this Diana's card? Hi, Sarah. Yes. Okay. Diana. What's the message for Diana today? You should set up a call with me, Morningstar. I dropped the link earlier. So it should be there. But if not, I think through YouTube, you can get to my website. But go to my website and set up and pick that free clarity call, and we can just have a chat, like a coffee time. All right. Is this Diana's card? Is this Diana's? Oh, wow. Is this Diana's? Okay. That was weird. It went like, it got all weird with the, on top of that. I think the energy off of this card is huge. But me too. I'm so excited. I can't wait to do the whole reading for you and what's going to come up out of that. Plus what's going to happen when I see you in person and what I don't get for like feelings or knowings or visions or whatever. Like, I'm so looking forward to it. Like, I have no judgment on how you sound, love. Really, honestly don't. Non-judgmental here. None at all. I just like to be able to interact with someone with their energy and be able to see them, right? So Diana, this is your card. Your life is a canvas. Okay, look at that card, love. Okay, your life is a canvas. I accept everybody. I know your spirit. I don't worry about the earthly things. That's whatever. Right? It's just a journey we're on right now. Right? I'm still trying to heal this little pimply thing that I have here. Like, I've got, like, I mean, if I wanted to be, but I'm not. I'm like, I don't care. Like, I really don't care. I really don't. I care about the important things, not the frivolous things. So Diana, your life is a canvas. Can you let me know that you saw your card? Can you type and let me know that you saw your card? Because I want to make sure you're paying attention before I start reading it. Okay. You know what? I'm okay with that too. I'm okay with that too. I'm serious. I'm okay with that. We're all beauty. And you know what? I'm more of an energetic person. I'll feel your energy, and that's where I'll resonate, is with your energy. Love you. Talk to you later, sweetheart. Mwah. I love that. The earthly things are worried about me. All right. Okay. So for Diana, your life is a canvas. Your life is a canvas. And I love Lord of the Rings, just so you know, it was one of my favorite series and Harry Potter and all of that stuff. But honestly, it's your energy that I resonate with. Right. So your life is a canvas. Oh, then I'll definitely resonate with you, because I've been around since the forming of heaven and hell. So my energy is ageless too, and like dust. That's what I said to somebody, when I am as old as dust. Totally as old as dust. Okay, artist. This is your card, Diana. Artist, manifestation, creative accountability. You're the artist of your life, and your life is a canvas. Take responsibility for your ability to create. Earth is known as the planet of manifestation. Your present moment is based on your past thoughts and beliefs. Your current thoughts determine your future. What kind of life do you want to create for the future? What are you being called to create? Reconnect with your manifesting power and align your thoughts, feelings, and actions with the vibration that matches them. It's never too late to start, and no experience is required. All you need is an open heart and mind and consistent daily action. If you're not sure what you'd like to create, start instead with a feeling of deep gratitude for all that's good in your life right now. State out loud what you're most thankful for. Look for the good in your life, and one thing will be certain: you'll find yourself attracting more and more good experiences into your world. This card is inviting you to see your entire life as a canvas, and the picture is completely up to you. Color it with your thoughts and feelings. Create the life you most long to live. You may also be called to be more creative in your everyday life. What have you been being called to create? How can you express yourself more creatively? So what are you being called to create in your life? And this card, couldn't have gotten a better card out of the entire deck for Diana, because that's one of the things that she's been working on, is manifesting her home, and she gets caught up in the anxiety and all of that stuff, right? And it's not happening, or it hasn't happened yet, and stuff like that. And it talks about like, what are your thoughts? Right? What are your thoughts? What are the thoughts that you have every day? Are you grateful? Are you happy? Do you feel proud? Are you thankful for the things that you do have? What if you did that on a daily basis? Just woke up in the morning and started saying, thank you. Thank you for the home. Thank you for my shelter. Thank you for the food. Thank you for the water. Thank you for my, for the assistance that I already have. Thank you for my dog. Thank you for my breath. Thank you, thank you, thank you, God. Thank you for all the things I have right now. Yes, yes, yes. Nice. I love it. Yes. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yes. Perfect. So there is a card that I will read at some point. I'm just going to mark it down over here. And I was writing down what you said. I was going to write down this card because I want to make sure that I read it afterwards. But I started just writing down what you said and typing it. That's not what I want. I want the card name. I want the card name. I want the card name. Okay. So next is Dev. Okay. So Dev is the next card. Okay. It is already happening. It's already happened. And don't say isn't. And even though your brain won't register the negative anyway, like you could, if you visualize and feel yourself climbing a ladder every day, visualize yourself climbing a ladder every day, like go through the motions. I'm climbing a ladder, especially right before bed. I dare you to practice this. Practice this to show how awesome your brain is at manifesting things when you get to it. So picture yourself climbing a ladder. Go through the motions. I'm climbing a ladder. I'm climbing a ladder. And then all day long, right back down. I will not be climbing a ladder. Do it. I'm going to, every night when you go to bed, visualize climbing a ladder. And then every day, all day long, write down, I will not climb a ladder. 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 Someday, I don't know when, but someday in your near future, you're going to find yourself on a ladder and go, what am I doing on this ladder? I said, I will not climb a ladder, because the thoughts at bed, like right before bed, is the best time to manifest, because, or being in that state. So if you can get into the theta state, then when you're awake, get into the theta state. But if not, do it right before bed. Do your visualization right before you go to sleep about what you want to manifest, invoke the feelings of it. Okay. And then then you can all day long go, I'm going to, right? You can say, I'm not going to, it'll ignore the not, and you'll still end up doing it, right? It's all that great. Yeah. Just keep manifesting right before bed, and be thankful and grateful for the things that you do have in your life, so that you will manifest more of it, right? What we focus on grows. So focus on the good that you have in your life, and the things that you have that you're already really grateful for, like the house that you currently have, right? And everything's going to be fine. And if you keep asking the question, if you keep saying, so is it going to happen? Is it coming to me at the end of June? Is it going to? That's showing that you don't trust it. You don't believe it. That shows doubt. That shows anxiety, actually. Right? You have to have faith. Go to faith. Anytime you feel fear, jump back into faith. Okay, that's where you need to get to. All right, so Dev's card. Sorry, Dev. Dev. Let's see what we got for Dev. And hi, Ashley. Oh, Dev, flip right over. Whoa, Dev. Cracked open. Rock bottom. Surrender to the alchemy of life. That's okay. No. Yes. Do the affirmation and the gratitude. Be thankful, right? Thank you for my beautiful home, right? Even if you're saying it like that. So thank you for my beautiful home. I thank God every day for the house that I have right now while I'm manifesting a new home for me. But I thank God that I always have had shelter, right? Because one of the underlying fears that I had when I was looking at where I was going to go after this house was that there might be where I would not be provided for and I'd end up homeless. But I kept focusing on thank you for what I have. Thank you for my shelter. Thank you for my home. Thank you for providing for me. And now I have a new home to go to, right? So the gratitude gets you into that state. Okay. All right. I'm going to do a toppity top, top, top. Make sure that we still got some life going on this side. The chitter chatter has definitely died down. All right. Cracked wide open or cracked open. Sorry. Cracked open. All righty. Cracked open. Rock bottom. Surrender to the alchemy of life. And that's important for you to listen to too, Ricky. Be grateful for the things that are in your life. Instead of getting anxious in that I'm not getting these things, I don't have this or those types of concepts, or when is it coming or why isn't it here yet? Like instead of being in that negative, anxious, Lackman, go into the I'm so grateful for the money I have. I'm so grateful. Thank you, God, for providing for me. Thank you for food. Thank you for water. Thank you for shelter. Thank you for the ability to do the things that I'm doing. Thank you for what I do have. And then you'll get more things to have. Okay. All right. Back to Dev. Cracked open. Don't let the weight and density of the world squash your tender spirit. Instead, let it call even more of it home into your body, at the center front of your life. It's through the extreme pressure of life's trials that diamonds are cultivated. It's when things are at their darkest that we cultivate proper faith and our light is ignited. It's through the crumbling that we can allow our wounds to be alchemized. Let your pain, sorrow, and losses make you, not break you. Let life alchemize your tragedies into gold. Be open to being cracked open, wide open. It's the difficult times that help us grow in leaps and bounds and in ways we can only dream where possible. But first, they have to crack us open. Sometimes it hurts like hell. It's nature's way. Whether you let it happen or not, it's going to happen. So surrender to the process. It's how the light gets in. When your heart cracks open, a space is created for your soul to more fully enter. When your soul cracks open, a space is created for the grace of the Holy Spirit to enter. Let your trials, your sorrows, your pains, and your losses transform you into more and more of yourself. Stay open to the possibilities that your tragedies, your losses, your sorrows, and your hurt happened for you, not to you. Bless the thing that broke you down and cracked you open, because the world needs you open. Surrender to the alchemy of life. So how can you let life crack you open and let more light in and more? Yes, that's beautiful. That is beautiful, Diana. I'm so excited to tell you when I get it. I'm so excited to tell you about my new home. I'm so just even that, take the time out of it, the when. I'm so excited to tell you about my new home, right? I don't know. I've channeled some God, like messages from God. And if you read channeling, conversations with God, and you talk with other people who have channeled messages and actually, connected to spirit, that's God is love. That's all it is. God is love and creativity. That's all that God is the source of love and creativity. Beyond that, it's human concepts that have altered what God is and made it control or made it this or made it that or anything like that. God is unconditional love and creativity. That's it. Just creative. The source of all creation. And we are to create too, because we are fragments of God meant to create. That's what we're meant to do, is create. The rich on the earth are definitely not humanitarians, and humanitarians are the ones that should be rich. It's a really messed up way that our society is. We pay millions to a basketball player, but won't pay millions to a saint. Right? It's silly. We won't. This is a beautiful card. You're so welcome, Dev. You're so welcome. I'm not sure if anyone else needed a card. Mama's not here, so Mama's not getting a card. I don't even know if Papa's here anymore. Papa might not be here. And I thought I pulled Papa's card anyway. And then Kita might have wanted a card. I'm just going to read this card as a general card. Right? I'm going to read this card as a general card for anyone whose message that they need to hear it. Okay. All right. We'll see. You know what? I'll pull your card, Kita. I'll put this one back. Okay. So Kita would like a card. If that's the card that was meant for Kita, it'll come out. Oh, did you see the cards popping? Okay, I'm going to see if this one, if any one of these ones are. Is this Kita's card? Okay. And you're right, the rich aren't humanitarians. Sorry, I flipped that around in my mind briefly and went like, but the rich aren't, unfortunately, because they're in that like control and own and surrender to the sweetness, Kita. Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. Surrender to the sweetness. It's really weird that I didn't play music today. It feels so odd. I'm overheating right now. Yes, I agree with that statement. That's when most people pray for that. I don't pray in the sense of, dear God, please, da 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 da. I say things like, thank you, God, for da 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 da. And if I pray in the sense of, it's usually show me, right? If I'm on the right path, show me, or if this is something I'm supposed to learn, align me with the person that's meant to teach me it. If I'm supposed to be in this forum, show me by aligning me with clients. Right? If I'm doing if I'm doing what I'm meant to do, then show me. I know which card it is, but I just do I just ask the pendulum to just clarify, it's almost like a second opinion, but it always aligns with mine. I don't even know why I do it. Like, I really don't. Every time I do it, I'm like, yeah, the one I thought. So, but I still do it. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, if I was to have some tragedy in my life, I probably would. I'd probably go, oh no, this is what happened. Oh no. Right. Yeah, confirmation. Okay, so Kita, this is a sensual, highly feminine card. It's a call to surrender to the sweetness of life, to let the ever-abundant feminine take over, to taste the fruits you've been working so hard to grow, to let your senses take over and really drink in your life with wonder, to get intoxicated on the simple beauty that this planet has to offer and which you have within you when your well is full. The ancient Babylonians connected with feminine goddess Ishtar to the planet Venus, and in Roman mythology, Venus was the goddess of love and beauty. In our night sky, aside from the moon, Venus shines the brightest. This is our most precious resource. Time is our most precious resource, and it's the greatest healer. If you've been all work and no play, this is a sign to take some time out, to reconnect with your lover, play with your children, and give yourself the luxury of time without an agenda. Many of us are so busy building our lives that we forget to enjoy them. We forget why we decided to build them in the first place. Disconnection from the sweetness causes more pain than we realize. So many of us walk into soulless buildings 5 days a week in the name of survival. We strive to build the life of our dreams, but drive ourselves to exhaustion. This card is wooing you back to the pleasures of being human, to focus on what really matters and enjoying your incredible life. So how can you surrender to the sweetness of life? What's one way you can enjoy your life a little bit more? So one thing that I would suggest in this is, because if we get stuck in, and remember what I was saying yesterday about if you paint the future with the brush that you dipped in the past, you're always going to get the same thing, right? You're going to create that. You're going to manifest that reality. So if we stay sitting there in that, is Leslie good enough to, should Leslie still be, I'm just going to read what you wrote. You see it's going in a backward circle? I think it's really up to you, Leslie, where if you want to be here right now or not. Yeah, that's the question. Yeah, so it's just up to you. So the one thing, so remember when I was saying that, right? Like if you dip the brush and you'll paint the future, you'll keep painting the same future. So one of the things, this is a suggestion for you. Talk to your daughters. Talk about, like, look at your daughters, each one of them, and remind yourself of their sweetness, right? Look at your partner and remind yourself of his sweetness. And look at yourself in the mirror and remind yourself of your sweetness. And how can you share that with them? How can you share that with your family to honor the sweetness within them? Right? Like, it's such a beautiful thing. Like I feel very emotional right now thinking about you having that moment with each of your daughters and saying, like, talking to them about sweet memories that you have of them, or saying to them, like, this is what I've seen or what I saw within you that has been so sweet. Right? Like, and I think especially with your older daughter, for her to be reminded of her sweetness and that you see that sweetness in her and you love her, that's hugely healing for her. Hugely healing. Right? And to try to get her to see that sweetness is so empowering. Right, just lovely. Yes. Okay, so Papa, did I pull you a card? We have to, there was a question there. Did you get a card? Oh. It's probably because you have in another lifetime you've had two daughters, and that daughter probably is showing up in a different form. Either that or it's just not here yet. No? Okay. I don't know. Nope. Well, okay. It came out right away, Rob. Rob, I'll show you guys first. Called. You're getting called out again. No, called soul gifts and training. It's time to step it up. Yeah, there's probably people in your, there's somehow somewhere along the lines there, and when you and I talk, maybe it'll come to me like really clearly and I'll have my knowing kick in. But there are certain people that maybe are within your life, or it's something that just hasn't come yet. But there's some people in your, maybe there's people in your life that were your daughters before. Right. And that's where that, and you've, like, knowing, I know you've had you've had a life where you've had a couple of daughters before. Yeah, like I see you like on a homestead, like a home, like back, on a homestead with two little girls, like, when they wear those, like, those white cotton dresses with the covers over top of them with the little pockets in them. Right. I see you with little girls at that point, like in a beautiful little wooden homes, like a little wooden home, like a homestead. I don't know how that feels when I say that to you. If you can get that sense of like knowing it too. But that's what I see. It's really cute. Yeah. Like it makes me want to tear up because it's such a sweet moment. Like just sweet, the picture that I'm seeing with you and your girls. Okay. Yeah, I just got a dump of like the sentience up on high end right now. So yeah, definitely. Definitely. Okay. Called for Rob. Called for Rob. Soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. Told you you're getting called out, bud. You came to Earth with a double mission: to grow as a soul and to bring about a shift in consciousness. The best way to fulfill these personal and collective purposes is to trust what it is that your soul is calling you toward, for it's encoded within the most direct path forward. Your soul has many unique gifts that it came here to share. Some you may already be aware of, others you're just beginning to uncover. You're being called to remember that your soul intelligently chose the perfect conditions to carry out your soul's mission and share your soul's gifts. If you're being called toward a creative project, a passion, or an adventure, this card is your confirmation that you're facing the right way and that this moment right here is destined. If you're feeling unprepared or thinking, who am I to do that? This card is guiding you to step up and leap. So I got to jump in. You got to leap. We're on this, right? And consider perhaps that your soul has been training for this moment right here for lifetimes. I have a thing you have to do. So you're going to hold it to your heart space and you're going to say, I call forth the soul gifts and soul training that I've received throughout all my lifetimes. I'm ready to embody them all now without hesitation or fear. I fully commit to being here now. I'm ready to step into my soul's highest and most potent calling. I've been training for this for lifetimes. Okay? So we're going to repeat it. And you're going to hold that, put your phone to your chest, and you're just going to say these words after I say them. And I'll do one sentence at a time. So they'll seem like weird breaks in it. Maybe. I don't know. I'll break it into little portions anyway for you. Okay? So you got to repeat it after me. I call forth the soul gifts and soul training that I've received throughout all my lifetimes. I'm ready to embody them all now without hesitation or fear. I fully commit to being here now. I'm ready to step into my soul's highest and most potent calling. I've been training for this for lifetimes. How awesome is that? What a card to kind of sort of end it on. So I said that I wanted to read this one card as like a collective read, as a collective card. Good morning, Vicky. How are you, love? Good morning. So I said that I wanted to do one read of a collective card before I hopped off. So this card kept coming out. So hopefully this resonates with anybody. And if you didn't get your card, just remember I'll be back at 9 a.m. tomorrow. So 9 a.m. till at least noon tomorrow to do more. And we'll stick with this deck for a little while. I'm actually enjoying pulling these cards out. It is a beautiful day and I can't wait to get outside. I want to go eat and then take my dog for a walk. He's going to look forward to that. I just have to check my calendar and make sure that I'm not making promises I can't keep. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good to take him for a walk, which is perfect. So this card is the card that kept coming out, the blue flame. So this is the card that kept popping out of the deck today was the blue flame. So I think that it's for somebody or it's for all of us. So let's read this card. Spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time. So I feel really, really strong about this card having to be like needing to be read at this time. So the blue flame. This is a card of awakening and energetic upgrades. Perhaps you're going through a period of spontaneous awakening, receiving visions, and having experiences that are out of the ordinary. It needed to be read. You're confirming it for me. In the West, little is known about the process of spontaneous awakening, and it can feel very scary when we're going through it alone. Elsewhere, they can be seen as auspicious experiences, with those going through them being treated with tender care. The blue beings are thought to be activated beings with great potential for healing and upgrading our cellular structure. They appear in moments of extreme awakening, activating a physical Kundalini awakening and deep cellular and DNA healing. Many people glamorize the awakening process. However, in reality, it's much messier and more difficult than most of us believe. We must first let go of what we think we know for sure and how we make sense of the world. This isn't easy. The awakening process, even when it's spontaneous, takes a considerable amount of time to integrate, and awakening without integration can leave us feeling very ungrounded. If you're in the midst of awakening, the process never ends. Treat this time as deeply sacred and give yourself ample space to ground and integrate the extreme changes you're going through. So it's a message for the heart space. So I'm going to hold it here because then it's on both screens. So I allow myself to surrender to the awakening process that's right for me. I take things slowly and integrate my experience each and every day. So I'm going to repeat that again. I allow myself to surrender to the awakening process that's right for me. I take things slowly and integrate my experience each and every day. Okay. What a beautiful, beautiful message to end the show on today. My watch is giving me trouble telling me to get up and move. So I'm going to do that. I love you guys. I love you. We're going to do this really quick and get to 30K, because why not? We can. We're 900 away. I know if we tap really, really fast, we'll get there in a jiffy. And I just wanted to thank you all for joining me and for your participation and sharing all of your knowledge and your love and kindness, because you guys do. We're very much a supportive environment here. So I love how you champion for other people and cheer them on. It's a beautiful day out there weather-wise. I'm going to make my lunch or my breakfast, whatever. I'm going to break my fast, which is 12:40 here. So I'll be breaking my fast around 1, which is fine. And I'm going to go and put my feet on the earth. And, I'll go do some earthing. And I think you should do the same. If you can, get your feet out on the grass and earth a little. And enjoy the sunshine. Allow that to light you up and activate you a little bit more. It's so good for you, really is. And I love you. And I will be back here tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern. Phew, 30K. Perfect. I love you guys. I love you, love you, love you. Thank you. Mwah. And I will see you guys later on. If you're in the Divine Feminine, we meet at 8 p.m. Eastern for the third quarter check-in. The moon is in Capricorn. Okay, so it'll be a lovely, lovely night tonight. Love you. Have a wonderful day.